They call the Green Lantern rings the most powerful weapon in the universe. But let's cut through the hype. If they've succeeded in creating a green power regulator, stands to reason that destroying it will give you the edge, and Sinestro the victory.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to DC Universe Online with me and Blind Vine. And last time, I told you guys I was gonna go see Batman v Superman, and we talked about Batman and Superman, and I really enjoyed the movie. It's got a lot of problems. It's not great. But I really enjoyed it because there's a lot of stuff in it that's really setting it up for the rest of the movies to come out. I was pleasantly surprised with Batfleck. He is pretty freaking awesome. I really want to see him in some other stuff so I can judge him better, because this movie doesn't really put the characters on display as well as I wish they would. But I really want to see him in some more stuff and get to see his solo film, the Batman solo film that's supposedly going to be made. Don't know, but I liked it. I'm going to go see it again, and then I might put a video out, like a vlog. Not really like an actual video, not part of the DC Let's Play stuff. Just kind of a vlog about my thoughts on it. But yeah, I wasn't really surprised by anything. Nothing super surprised me, but some of it was really awesome how it was. But that's not... This lady's so loud.
And the Green Lantern's power construct.
Yeah, well...
Bring down the shield. To the attack!
To the attack! But that's not really what I want to talk about today. I don't want to spoil anything for you guys, of course, but whoosh, spoilers. Today I'm going to talk about Gotham a little bit, and I'm going to talk about The Flash, like I told you guys last time. Because, okay, Gotham, I love you. You're a great show. You're really fun to watch. Not a lot of meaningfulness to it, but it's really fun to watch. I really like that. But I pitched to you guys the idea that I stole from Kevin Smith. Oh God, I'm gonna die. That they should do Bruce Wayne and send him off, and then finish up the season. At the end of the season, it jump cuts, and we got older Bruce Wayne. And they're not listening to me, and it's driving me nuts, because that idea would be so good for them. It would be so good for them, because it would change the show and make it something that was probably a little bit more appealing to other audiences, and they're not doing that, which is annoying, really annoying.
Manhunter Bounty, Yellow Lanterns. Heralds of Sinestro, wielders of the power rings that concentrate fear, destroy lives and on-site.
Don't! But yeah, the last episode they did. I don't know, it might have changed in tonight's episode. I doubt it did. I doubt they listened to me overnight. But, yeah, the last episode, which was last week, I think, or maybe it was the week before. I think it was last week. They spent a good majority of the episode having Bruce Wayne and Selina Kyle trying to go up against some drug dealers, and he got in a fight, and now he really likes being punched in the face. He feels alive, and that was really kind of annoying. But yeah, I really wish they had listened to me, because I think it really, not like they actually watched this. Why would they watch this?
My strength
They
fails
don't
me.
watch this.
Take out the Green Lanterns.
It'd be cool if they watched this, though.
John Stewart, Manhunter Bounty. For technology,
Green Lanterns will stop you.
Wanted dead or alive on counts of aiding and abetting the Green Lantern Corps.
Yeah, so That kind of bothers me. It was cool in the episode to see Riddler though, because now he's starting to do his thing. And then at the end of the episode, Gordon, he went to prison. He went to Blackgate prison for a murder that he didn't commit. And so yeah, that's gonna be an interesting pickle to get him out of. I'm sure Bullock will figure something out. There'll be some sort of thing that happens and he gets out, or he'll make some deal with a guy in there. You know, he'll meet Killer Croc or something in there, and they'll work together to get him out. And I have no idea. He could be really anything, honestly. But yeah, that'll be interesting to see. But besides that, the Flash came back with Trajectory, which is their female speedster. And the episode had me kind of thinking about something. Because it's something I didn't really put into mind when he was going up against Zoom. Because with Zoom's a little different. Not only is he supposedly from a different reality, a different Earth dimension, I guess. He is... Let's let these guys have their moment.
I see through your protests. You fear Sinestro's power. You fear what's right. But you cannot stop the Sinestro Corps. And you will pay for this attempt to limit our power.
You're crazy if you think the ring malfunctions have anything to do with us, Sinestro. But then, reason was never your strong point. You want to fight, you got one.
Alright. So... with Zoom, I always, actually, let's go back to the first season. So the first season, he was taking on the Reverse Flash, which ended up being Dr. Wells. And he was slower than him because Wells was trained and he wasn't. But now Barry he's getting pretty trained. He can, in fact, time travel. So that means he can go pretty fast. He at least understands, in a way, how to harness the speed force within him. But the problem I have with this whole thing, once we get to Zoom, he's also too slow. He's too slow to take on Zoom. Zoom's too fast. So it's like, alright, Zoom must be either really good, or he's using some sort of special speed force, or he is using Jake Garrick's power somehow. There's got to be some twist to it that's making him faster than the Flash. But then they have Trajectory, which is in the show, in the episode. She's a doctor who what's her name? Caitlin contacts. Let's finish this up and then we'll continue that.
I see you are capable of inspiring great fear.
Yay!
Intriguing. I will certainly remember your face, for I may have a mission here.
I can't see yours, so it's okay.
Well, we will speak again when the time is right.
You're just lucky our rings are as messed up as yours, Sinestro. You'll never bring down the Green Lantern Corps.
I suggest you leave now. Our rings are nearly depleted and my construct encasement may not hold John Stewart much longer. Until we meet again.
Cutscene!
The power ring of a Green Lantern. The most powerful weapon in the universe. It creates hard light constructs out of sheer willpower. The only way to break it is to shatter our will. Sinestro uses fear, a coward's weapon. So whoever messes with us, listen up. The name is John Stewart, and all who worship evil's might, beware our power. Green Lantern's light.
Yay! Man, then somebody else is going to talk to us, I think. Luther? Yeah.
After that light show, I'm betting the Green Lanterns have learned there's more to fear in Metropolis than just Sinestro. And that Sinestro has learned who his friends are. I'll have Calculator continue to look into those ring malfunctions. You never know when information will be useful. Luther out.
Luther out. All right.
Sinestro Manhunter Bounty. Former member of the Green Lantern Corps. Now Yellow Lanterns.
I want that poster. So, where was I? Oh yeah. So there's this new speedster in town named Trajectory, who is a doctor that Caitlin calls to get assistance creating Velocity 9. I always get that wrong. It's a high speed drink or shot. But yeah, it basically gives a speedster a boost. And makes them go a lot faster. But it also will degenerate their body and make them sick. So in the episode, this doctor, she reverse engineers it so that she can take it, but she becomes super addicted to it like a drug, like venom. And she's just super addicted to it. But the Velocity 9 also makes her faster than Barry Allen. She's not a speedster. So I have a huge issue here in my mind. I can really appreciate Barry having to go up against hardships. You know, why can't I be as fast as them? Why can't I do it as well as them? You know, people's lives are on the line. I need to be the fastest so that I can take them on. And that's great. That's fantastic motivation for a character. But when your main character of this show time travels multiple times, I tend to I get, it becomes muddled, you know? I don't understand how they could be faster than him. Now, of course,
Not bad for a human. But this campaign of war is just starting.
bye! Okay,
Calculator here.
yes,
Word on
calculator.
the street is that Wayne Enterprises has a big diamond shipment in a storage facility in Burnley. Maybe Bruce Wayne is finally planning to pop the question to one of his socialites.
Probably not.
But don't worry about him. I'm sure he can buy more when you steal these.
Ooh,
Two-Face in the Burnley safe house has the way in.
in the Burnley safe house. I feel like we've already done that mission. Somehow. I think we might have already. But we'll go there anyway and talk to him. And see what he wants to talk about. So the thing I understand, and you guys have pointed it out many times, you know, especially when I say Superman is as fast or faster than the Flash. Now, I understand that, let's see if he has got a mission for me.
Calculator sent you to me about the Wayne diamonds in Burnley. You're in luck.
Ooh, I haven't done this
The
one
coin
yet.
flip says I tell you how to get in.
A
These
contact of
access
mine fingered you
codes
as a
will
result
enable
of
you to blast
Yay!
security. If you cut me in on half the take. Non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable. All right, sounds good. Now, I understand sort of how the Speed Force works. Speed Force, to me, to understand it, because I always love how people explain it. They're like, he's fast because of the Speed Force. And it's like, that's not an explanation of what the Speed Force is. That's not what I asked. The Speed Force is kind of like a shortcut. It's a extra dimensional energy that gives speedsters their ability to go fast. That fast. But But what it also does is it kind of the best way to describe it is like the flux capacitor in Back to the Future, kind of, in a way.
To all in my employ, the diamond is a versatile, beautiful gem.
Yay! It's a gem. It's kind of like the flux capacitor. Normally, to get to travel fast enough to travel backwards in time, you would have to go faster than the speed of light. And the speed of light, I don't have the number offhand, but I think it's like 360 million kilometers an hour. I think. I'm not 100% sure. It's in the 300 or 200 million, between there. It's very fast. The speed of light is incomparably fast compared to anything. You think the speed of sound is fast. The speed of light is like 1,000 times faster than that. So to go that fast to travel backwards in time, you couldn't do it with your DeLorean. A speedster, if he were to run that fast, would probably create so much damage in the process because he would have to travel around the Earth several times just to meet that speed. He would probably destroy big parts of the Earth. But the Speed Force kind of lessens that in a way. It allows them to kind of breach a hole in our reality, and that allows them to get onto like a highway, which is the Speed Force, and that allows them to travel through time. So anytime somebody, when they tell me, he can't travel faster than light, or, that Superman, like when I say, gotta get my words together, that Superman can travel faster than the Flash, it's only because Superman doesn't have the Speed Force. Superman, if he wants to travel back in time, which he has to go faster than 360 whatever million miles an hour, which is ridiculous. So yeah, that's just when you guys tell me, oh God, I hit the microphone, I'm sorry, that the Flash is faster, I get that, but it's only because of the Speed Force. Without that, who would be faster? It's harder to choose. Anyway, but besides that, the Flash has gone faster than the speed of light many times. So it's not that he couldn't, it's that he shouldn't. But besides that, Barry Allen in the show, he has several times been shown to be able to harness the Speed Force and travel through time. So it confuses me. I get confounded at the idea that there are speedsters that are faster than him. Because clearly, unless they are just like superpower, I don't know. It confuses me how they're faster, because he can obviously go fast enough to travel through time using the Speed Force, so why couldn't he go faster than them in the first place? And the bigger problem I have is that in the newest episode, Trajectory, she's so super addicted to the chemical that they created, Velocity 9 or Velocity 10, whatever it's called, Super Speed Juice 12. I don't care what it's called, but she's so super addicted to it that even at the end of the episode, when Barry's trying to talk her down and say, "Hey, you know what? This stuff is bad for you. It's really bad for you. It will kill you." She decides, no, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take this drug. And when she does, it turns her lightning blue. which means that not only was she faster than Barry Allen without speed force, but now she's as fast as Zoom without the speed force. What? How does any of that make sense? It was a lovely episode, but it started to make me think too much about why Barry can't go faster than Zoom. You know what I mean? It's kind of irritating to know that the fastest man alive is not the fastest man at all. I mean, there's the fastest woman now. Well, sort of. And then there's another fastest man alive.
They've overridden security. Engage.
I don't know.
Engage.
But yeah, I mean, it's so weird that this happens. Anyway, but with trajectory, her lightning turns blue, and
Well, what have we here? Striking out on our own, are we? And here I thought we could be such good friends. If you want to stay on my good side, you'll give those stolen diamonds to Mr. Freeze. But don't worry, we'll be stabbing him in the back soon enough.
okay. Now this takes a moment for me to do this. In the meantime, so seriously, just when I'm about to talk.
I'll make you an equitable arrangement. I leave here with the diamonds, and you leave without a terminal case of hypothermia.
Okay.
Very wise of you. Who said there is no honor among thieves? I need these diamonds to power my freeze equipment at Mercy General Hospital. A matter of life and death. But not yours. Not today.
Yay? I guess.
I don't know what Joker's plan is, but Two-Face is going to want his cut of those diamonds. So if Mr. Freeze uses them to power his freeze equipment, you better hope Two-Face's coin doesn't come up heads.
Oh, buddy with Mr. Ice and Snowman now, are we? Good. Play along for a while. In fact, I do believe the GCPD is planning a big super secret attack against Freeze at the hospital. Go bust it up. It'll keep Freeze.
Okie dokie, we'll do that. Okay. So her lightning turns blue, which is like Zoom. So they come to the idea that clearly her powers have become like Zoom. But the problem is when she uses it and she goes fast enough that her lightning turns blue, she disintegrates. She dies. Now, I don't know if this is a fact because of her not being a speedster. So her cells just like super fast degenerated from the drug. I guess I imagine that would be the reason why. But it also, that's when they start to kind of figure out, okay, so clearly Zoom was using some form of velocity, whatever, velocity 5, velocity 6, 9, whatever, the one that Jay created. And that starts to worry them, because Cisco is having all these visions every time he's around Jay Garrick's helmet, and it shows Zoom every time. So they come to the conclusion that Jay Garrick is Zoom. But is he? Okay, so I'm gonna jump off the whole getting angry at the Flash for not being fast enough thing, because I don't know how I could describe it either way for it to work.
Why should the fun end here? The SCU has Freeze's men pinned down in jewelry stores just nearby. What say we spring the poor slobs and lure the SCU into our ambush?
Okay.
It's win-win!
It's over here. Maybe. The journal, beat the heat.
why should the fun end here? The SCU has Freeze's men pinned down in jewelry stores just nearby. What say we spring the poor slobs and lure the SCU into our ambush? It's win-win!
Okay. If I must, I shall. Come on, where are these guys? Box. Nothing in it. I guess I just gotta wait around for this stuff to spawn. That's a little annoying. Ah, there it is. These guys have it though. Oh, shoot. I shouldn't have shot that thing.
Where's our backup?
There we go. Did I get it? Hopefully. But okay, so we're jumping off the speed thing. But remember, I gotta find a clip of it and then put it up on the screen where I tell you guys. Maybe, I don't know if I remember to. But I was talking about my theories for the Flash, like who Zoom could be and all that jazz. And I thought at first, well, Jay Garrick, or you know, Jay Garrick and Zoom, they must be the same person, right? I mean, it only makes sense. But how could they possibly be in the same place at once? And, okay, so they come to the conclusion that it would be really easy for him to be in the same place at once. And clearly, it would be a horrible thing if he were Zoom, right? You know, but he also is degenerating from the velocity, whatever. And Zoom obviously is, because his lightning is blue, and that's what happened with trajectory. So they have Cisco hold Jay's helmet, and in the vision, they see Zoom take his mask off, and behold, it is Jay Garrick. They think it's the same theory that I had at first. I wonder if they're listening to me. That would be creepy. But it's super cool because I didn't think they would even like touch on it. I thought that was just like their thing. That's what they're doing. They're trying to make you think it's one thing when it's not, and it's another thing altogether. Oh my god, where are these things spawning? The hell? Where are they? This is rather annoying that nothing's spawning here, because I can't do anything. Whatever. I guess I'll just hang out in the middle and wait. See what happens. Okay. So the idea that I had is the exact same idea, and it's super cool because now they've put the audience one step ahead of everyone else in the show, basically. They put us a step ahead, actually probably 2 steps ahead of where they're at. But the characters in the show are just now getting to where we are. So I'm wondering if in the next episode they're really going to start to focus on who Zoom is, because they're clearly kind of pointing out the idea that possibly he could still be Zoom. But he couldn't be, right? He can't be Zoom. But then, did he die? Or is he still alive? And who's the guy inside the cage? I don't know. He's very cool, though. I just thought it was really interesting that they did this kind of like almost retrospective look at it. Sort of, if you know what I mean. It's very strange, but very cool at the same time.
You need to clear the area.
No! I don't! I need to kill more of your guys, and they're not spawning. Something's broken on it. It's not spawning more than like one vehicle every, I don't even know how long. I don't know. It's very weird. I have no idea what's going on. It's totally broken in every way. But I know we haven't really done a lot in this episode. We did complete the last mission and we started up this one. But since this is broken, I think I'm going to leave it here for today, everybody. So, I know I didn't really get to talk about a whole lot. Kind of upset with Gotham. kind of upset with the Flash because it doesn't make any sense. I really want them to make it make sense to me, because, like, is there a certain speed that Barry Allen needs to reach? Like, are they going to show him and he's, like, even more powerful? Like, he could easily grab lightning out of midair and chuck it back at Zoom. Because if they do, then that's cool. And that explains why Barry was slower before, but now he's not. I don't know. They're going to have to, like, really start to evolve Barry's power to really get me on the side of that he's slower than these guys. Because at this point, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, it just... Because if they were faster than him and he's going, like, the fastest he could, that means they would all be in the Speed Force, right? I mean, that's basically what I would be getting at, is that they are going so fast that they are always time traveling, but the other person is always ahead of them, of Barry. So, in my mind, it doesn't make sense, his speed. Although, I think having super speed would be super awesome. I could get so much stuff done. I'd have all these. I'd have every power done and leveled and uploaded already. That would be crazy. I would love to have super speed. It'd be amazing. But the show's still amazing despite that. It's just one thing that bothered me because it doesn't really make sense to me. Maybe you guys have a better explanation of how the Speed Force works, but that's kind of how I always understood it, was that it was kind of like a shortcut, basically, for speedsters. Because, I mean, otherwise they'd have to do it manually, and that would be a lot of energy and time and power. So, yeah. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Sorry that it's broken. I don't know what's up with that. Yell at the devs, not me. So thanks for joining me, everybody, and I will see you all next time.